Here's the brutal truth most real estate agents won't say out loud. The way you're living in your home while trying to sell it is likely pushing buyers away, and that hesitation is costing you thousands. Today, I'm going to show you how to stop selling your home like you live in it and start protecting your equity instead. If you're new here, welcome. I'm Lily Vallario. I've been selling real estate for over 21 years, and this is one of the biggest mistakes I see sellers make, especially smart, well-intentioned homeowners. They think it's because interest rates are still high or because the market is slow. But here's the reality. Most of the time, it's not the economy and it's not the market. It's how the home feels. And that's what I'm going to talk about today. The way we live is different than the way we sell. And the gap between those two is where sellers either protect their equity or quietly lose it. When we live in a home, comfort comes first. Shoes by the door because that's where you take them off. Coats on the hook as soon as you walk in. Maybe a chair by the window because that's your reading spot. Photos, patterns, routines because it's your space. And that's normal. That's how it should be. But selling flips that completely. Now it's not about your comfort. It's about the buyer's experience. Now it's clarity over convenience, space over stuff, simplicity over habit. Here's the key difference most sellers miss. Clean is not the same as buyer ready. Clean means the house is sanitary. Buyer ready means the house feels calm, open, and easy to step into. A home can be spotless and still feel crowded or busy. You see, buyers don't stand there analyzing this with logic. They feel it instantly. When sellers don't make this shift, rooms feel tighter than they are. Spaces feel more chaotic than they are. And buyers hesitate, even if they don't know why. And hesitation turns into, we'll need a credit, or the rooms feel small, or the classic, let's keep looking. When friction goes up, confidence goes down. And confident buyers write stronger offers. Here's the mistake I see all the time. Personalization turns buyers into guests, and guests behave differently from owners. Guests walk through your house politely. They notice things, they comment on your decor, but they don't mentally move in. When buyers see family photos on every wall, bold personal decor, or furniture arranged around your routines, they're reminded that this is your life, not theirs. And even if they can't explain it, something shifts. Instead of thinking, I could live here, they start thinking, this is nice, but, and that but can cost you thousands. The goal of staging is to remove that subtle resistance, that quiet little, it's nice, but that keeps buyers from fully stepping in. Because once buyers feel like owners, they stop hesitating. And when hesitation disappears, offers get stronger. Quick pause. If you're finding this helpful, please subscribe. I'm trying to reach 2,000 subscribers and everyone counts. Thank you so much for helping me. Now let's continue. Let me explain how I approach this when I walk into an occupied home. I'm not looking at decor. I'm not judging style. I'm asking one question. Where is the friction? And friction usually shows up in a few predictable ways. The first one is density. Most sellers don't realize this, but too much furniture makes a room feel smaller, even when the room isn't small. If you have a sofa, a love seat, 2 chairs, a side table, and an ottoman, the room might function great for you, but to a buyer, it feels tight, and tight feels expensive to fix. To avoid this feeling, we don't add anything. We remove. One strong sofa and 1 accent chair often feels more high-end than 5 pieces fighting for space. And when buyers see open floor space, the room instantly feels bigger, and bigger feels more valuable. The second thing I look at is sight lines. Stand at your front door. What does your eye hit first? Does it move naturally into the living room, toward the dining room, into the kitchen? Or does it stop at the back of a tall couch or a bulky bookshelf? If your eye stops, the buyer's eye stops. And when the eye stops, the energy stops. We want visual flow. That's what makes a home feel open, even if it's not huge. The third thing is tone, and I don't mean style. I mean emotional tone. If every room feels different, busy, or layered with competing colors and patterns, the house feels unsettled. You don't need to repaint everything, but you do need repetition. 2 or 3 light neutrals, 1 accent. Repeat them gently through the main level. That consistency makes buyers feel calm, even if they don't know why. Then there's light. Light changes everything. Heavy curtains, mismatched bulbs, dark corners, they don't just make a room darker, they make it feel heavier. When the light is right, buyers relax. When the light is off, they don't necessarily know why. They just don't connect. And when they don't connect, they start convincing themselves to keep looking. That's how subtle it is. You don't need expensive fixtures. You need daylight, consistent bulb color throughout the house, and open windows whenever possible. Good light makes a home feel open and easy sells. And finally, there are 4 rooms that matter more than the rest. The living room, the dining room, the kitchen, and the primary bedroom. If those 4 feel right, buyers forgive a lot elsewhere. That's where your return actually lives. Let me make this practical. Let's start with the living room. The living room sets the tone. If it feels crowded, the whole house feels crowded. So reduce seating, give the walls breathing room, make sure the furniture isn't blocking traffic paths. And here's a tip. Adding a large rug that anchors the space will make the room feel instantly bigger. Tiny rugs make it feel chopped up, so those gotta go. When the room feels calm and intentional, buyers settle in. Next, the dining room. This room should feel easy. When buyers walk in, they shouldn't feel like they need to move things around just to sit down. Center the table. Keep the chairs consistent. Clear the edges of the room. No extra storage, no random chairs pushed against the wall. Buyers should be able to picture hosting dinner without rearranging your life first. And when they picture like that picture comes in easily, they start imagining themselves there. And that's when the offers start forming. Now let's go to the kitchen. This one is huge. Counters need to feel quiet, not empty in a weird way, but intentional. 1 or 2 attractive essentials, maybe a small plant, maybe a fruit bowl or a wood board for warmth. Everything else goes away. Buyers judge kitchens in seconds. If it feels cluttered, they assume there isn't enough storage, even if there is. And last but not least, the primary bedroom. This room closes the deal emotionally. Think hotel, 2 nightstands, 2 lamps, simple bedding, clear floors, thin closets. If buyers can mentally rest here, they feel secure. And secure buyers write stronger offers. Now let me tell you what happens when you actually remove the friction. Buyers relax. And when buyers relax, they slow down. They stay longer in the house. They open doors. They start talking about where their couch would go. They start picturing Sunday mornings. That's when ownership up here begins. And when ownership begins, hesitation disappears. You'll notice fewer but comments. You won't hear, but it feels small. But we need to change this. But I'm not sure. And fewer but comments means fewer credits, fewer negotiations, and stronger terms. Here's the important part. Calm and consistency signal care. When a home feels cohesive and intentional, buyers assume it's been maintained the same way. Even if you haven't renovated a single thing, you're not just staging furniture, you're reducing perceived risk. And buyers pay more when they feel confident. So here's how you actually apply this without overthinking it. First, do the 30-second entry test. Walk in like a buyer. Stand in front of the door. Don't adjust anything. Just observe. Where does your eye stop? Where does it feel tight? Where does it feel busy? That's your friction. Second, focus on the 4 anchor rooms: living room, dining room, kitchen, primary bedroom. Don't try to fix the whole house at once. If those 4 feel right, the rest follows. And third, and this is the hardest one, most sellers stop simplifying too soon. Go one step further. If you're debating whether something should stay or go, it probably needs to go. That slight discomfort you feel when you remove something you're used to living with, that's usually where the money is. Let me ask you, when you were buying, did you ever walk into a house that technically worked, but something about it just didn't click? Tell me in the comments what it was. And when you're ready for a real plan that protects your equity, not just lists your home, give me a call. I'm based in Maryland, but I also have a network of top agents across the country who share my mindset and track record. If you're not local, I'll connect you with someone I trust. Just fill out the form below. It's called Find an Agent, and I will personally reach out to you so we can have a conversation. If this was helpful, hit like and subscribe. I post straightforward advice for sellers who want leverage, not excuses. Thanks for staying until the end, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.